You do, that's laborious. That's why we call
another,
you. Yeah.
That's when you call me.
Yes,
Thank you.
Yes.
Good morning. We are cutting into programming to bring you breaking news. A criminal court hearing just got underway for suspended Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton. We're taking a live look inside the courtroom right now. You see the back of his head there. This is a status hearing on a securities fraud indictment from 2015.
Yeah, Paxton and his attorneys right there live. Paxton faces felony charges and is accused of defrauding tech investors. As we said, this is a live look inside that courtroom in downtown Houston where today's hearing is happening. It looks like it may have just wrapped up. The judge is not allowing any audio inside the courtroom, so we can't hear what's going on or what was going on. But we see Paxton was sitting in front of the gallery of the courtroom. Political reporter and anchor Marcelina Benito is inside getting the latest. We've also just heard Paxton has asked the Harris County prosecutor to postpone setting a trial date until after his impeachment trial on September 5th.
Paxton arrived at the courthouse moments before all of this. Again, video of him inside the courtroom sitting there as we look again at the back of his head. It appears he walked through the back, so we did not see him coming down the hallway as we usually see defendants. And right now, when we were looking at live video, we did see him exit the courtroom just a few seconds ago.
Now, Paxton is accused of soliciting investors into a McKinney-based tech company called Servergy Incorporated back in 2011. Records state he did this without disclosing the company was paying him to promote the stock. Prosecutors argued he couldn't get a fair trial in Collin County up in North Texas, so the case was moved to Harris County. Note, this is different from his impeachment trial.
So the 3-count felony indictment was handed down by a Collin County grand jury. That's in North Texas. This was back in 2015. He faces 2 counts of securities fraud and 1 count of failing to register. And he could face more than 99 years in prison. Again, about 30 minutes ago, special prosecutors in this case spoke to our reporters outside the courthouse. Let's listen to what they had to say.
I'm not going to comment on the judges whose DNA has been on this case, except to say that we're ecstatic about having the opportunity to appear before Judge Bell today.
And for Texans, people who are paying attention to this, that's going to be impacted potentially. What do you want to say to them, Texans, everyday people? That
no one's above the law, and that while the wheels of justice may have appeared to move with glacial pace in this case, I think we're about to pick up speed.
Do you think a trial date will be set today?
I'm not going to speculate. I think certainly scheduling and payment of attorney's fees are the 2 things that this judge will more than likely be concerned with. Thanks, guys.
Hey, Mr. Schaefer, anything you can say ahead of this court hearing?
Yeah, good luck.
What's the government going to try to prove?
Well, we're going to try to prove that Mr. Paxton violated securities laws, but we don't expect a trial date to get set today. This is the first setting in years, and so we think this is a time the court will sort of institute deadlines for filing motions, responding, things like that.
Why do you think it took so long to get to this point?
Because the case has been tied up in the Court of Appeals for years.
And with this green light, do you think it's going to go a little bit smoother than it has in the past?
I think so.
What gives you confidence in that?
Well, because now we have a judge who's really engaged with the case, and it's just time. Enough's enough. And Mr. Paxton obviously has the time now to deal with it.
Anything you want to say? Of course, this is a case that's going to be watched throughout Texas.
Well, hopefully justice will be served. That's all I have to say.
So you just heard from Kent Schaefer and Brian Weiss, 2 prominent defense attorneys in our area, acting as special prosecutors in this case.
And that hearing is over. It lasted 9 minutes. According to Jason Whiteley with our station in Dallas, who is inside the courtroom, on October 6th hearing, Judge Bell said she will set the trial date for Ken Paxton's securities fraud charges. And again, these felony charges date back to 2015.
Of course, we're going to stay on top of Ken Paxton's criminal court hearing online on KHOU.com, as well as on the KHOU 11 app and KHOU